Hello Jenny, and good morning. This is your machine. Opened up. Looks good on the inside, no issues. This is actually the latest generation dual boiler and Oracle setup. So it's got all the metal nuts on the boilers instead of the silicone seals. So it's much more durable. There's nothing to do really, there's no consumables at the moment that I can change. What I'm going to do after this video, just going to tighten them slightly just to make sure they don't get loose over time and leak. But I don't think they will. I'm going to test it. I'm going to test it at full pressure. As you can see, no leaks. It's now at full pressure at the pump. It's a good flush. I'm also going to do the cleaning cycle afterwards. Steam working fine. No leaks at all from the steam side. Nothing is leaking, of course. And yeah. Everything working as intended. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a coffee on your machine. I'm just going to close it up, and then I'm going to put my own Aldi beans in the burrs, and the bean hopper, and then I'm going to try a double shot. Sorry, I'm going to try a single shot. I'm going to try the automatic frothing just to make sure everything's good from that perspective. Alrighty, let's grind some coffee. I'm going to use the same grinds as you've got it, 18, and my own beans. That was very long for a single shot grind. Yeah, that was about 30 seconds for only, what, 12 grams? 11 grams. So your grinder is grinding slower than usual. It sounds normal, but it's grinding slower than usual. I think your top burr, the top blade on the grinder, is dull. It's a common issue. I've seen it happen in a lot of models, so it may be that. So if you want me to change it, we can change it. If you're struggling to get your coffee from a single dose. So what should happen, this is an important tip. If you're using the single basket, as you see, it grinds fine. I mean, it is slow, but it grinds and tamps fine. If you're using the double basket, which takes about 22 grams, so double of this amount, what you might notice is that the grinder stops altogether. So it would try to grind and press the coffee for 45 seconds. And if at the 45-second mark, it doesn't detect a full dose ground, it will stop. You'll hear both of the tamp motor and the grind motor stop at the same time. Now, just to allow you to listen to the noises, let me grab my other portafilter, and I want you to hear the differences between the tamp motor and the grind motor. So in a normal machine, when you start grinding, you hear the tamp motor, then the grind motor stops, and then the tamp motor stops. That's what it did with this one. If you replay the video, it stopped grinding, and then you could still hear the small motor spinning and polishing the coffee, and then it stopped. But if they both stop at the same time, that means the machine gave up. That means you don't have enough coffee in the handle, and that means you need to grind again to fill the handle. Did you hear that? That was in 2 stages. And then in a normal machine, the loud one stops, and then the quiet one stops after that by 3 seconds. Yeah, so if you're doing a double dose, I guess that's why the machine recorded error 33 so many times, is because it's detecting that there's not enough coffee grounds in the handle after 45 seconds of grinding. I assume it would take a long time to grind if you noticed. With a double shot. With a single shot, it's coping okay. So yeah, I would recommend if you're finding that annoying to grind twice, is to change the top blade on the grinder. All right, let's get my cup. We are doing, let's do a double shot. So, sorry, let's do a single shot. I keep forgetting. Which should go for 25 seconds. I've got my cup here. Very slow. At least with my beans. Your beans may differ. Hey Jenny, I've increased the grind size to 22. I think it might be a big jump, but it was super slow before. Let's try it again. Hopefully this time it'll be quicker. That was a bit quicker, but still quite slow, I think. It says 7.5. That's not true, because I saw some water drip out of this, so I reckon it's closer to 9 or 10 grams. Yeah, that has happened before. Okay, let's reset the meter. Let's do the double shot. Still a bit slow. Interesting. Yeah, I might get rid of this coffee or maybe do something else with it. And I'll try again at grind size 25. Okay, third time's the charm. It's 11 grams, grind size 26. Gotten rid of the other poorly brewed coffee. Let's reset this. Maybe my beans are just too good. The Aldi beans that I'm using are quite fresh. I opened the bag a few days ago. So generally with a fresh bean you increase the grind size, and with a cheaper bean or a non-fresh bean you need to reduce the grind size. That looks decent. Stop it there. A bit quicker than before, so it would have given me too much coffee at the 25-second mark. So I've stopped it there. 26 grams, that's a 2-to-1 ratio, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Basically 2-to-1 ratio. Maybe with this exact bean I would try grind size 25 or 24. And then try again. And I'll leave it up to you because your beans will probably be different than mine. But yeah, that's the shot I got. It's decent. Good amount of cream. I was running a bit quicker than I wanted, so maybe now. We tried it at 22. It was too slow. We tried it at 20. What was it? We tried it at 20. Actually, we tried it at 20. And it was too slow. We tried it at 26. It was too quick. So I think somewhere in 24, 25 should be good. I'm gonna get some more caffeine out of it. Yeah, it's good. So we don't get a headache from the caffeine withdrawals. Alright, let's put some milk and test the automatic wand. Okay, so I've reduced the I've reduced the frothing temperature to 65. It was at 72. I think 72 is too hot for my preference. It reduces the sweetness of the milk and it just can burn your tongue. Froth level, I've left it at the same way you left it, about 75%. I've filled my jug with full cream cow milk, straight from the fridge, about halfway, actually just there, just below the spout line. Just there. Let's keep an eye on the level and let's start it. Keep it in the middle as well. Just take a photo there for reference. Giving a good amount of foam. That's rising the level. getting more and more voluminous as the temperature goes up. Looks good. Awesome. And then a good marker is to look at the foam sticking on to the wand itself, and that's a good amount of foam. It's not watery and thin, which is a good sign. I'm going to pause the video. I'm just going to wipe it clean before I drip on my carpet. Okay, we've wrapped the wand. We let it clean itself when you push it down. Here is the, sorry about the mess, but here is my coffee. And here's the milk. Decent amount of foam. Oh my god, I need to really clean up after this video, huh? Mix it up, break any big air bubbles like so. Sometimes based on the type of milk or just the settings, if the foam level is too high, it just gives a lot of bubbles. You just have to manage those. I would say closer to a cappuccino than a latte, but was you doing this with one hand, so it's hard to do any latte art. This is a shape, I can't give it a name. But yeah, it has a good amount of foam. It looks like a good texture of milk. Yeah, that's about 2 centimeters of foam. That's a good one. And that's not even the maximum level. So if you wanted to do latte art, you can always use less foam on the selection here, or I can just do it in the manual mode. It does a really good job in the manual mode, I think, where you can get really silky milk like what they can do in the cafes. But yeah, that's the coffee on your machine. I think it works well. It just needs probably a new burr if you're finding it too slow to grind, because it is taking too long to grind a double shot and a single shot from my testing. And giving you error codes and stopping halfway if you're doing a double shot. If you have to run it twice, it's a bit annoying. But otherwise, if you're not happy, if you're not bothered with that and happy with the machine as is, I wouldn't change it in the meantime. Thanks again. I'll see you soon. Hey Jenny, here's your machine again. Installing the new burr. Hopefully, should speed up the grinding and yeah, reduce that over time overheat error that we got before, error number 30. And now we should be getting a more consistent tamp and grind out of your double shots as well. Let me just make a quick one more coffee and we'll see how you go. Okay, get this out. Resetting my scale back to 0, using the single basket and the 24 grind size as we did before. Actually, I might discard this dose because we changed grind size from 26 to 24. Alrighty, just one more time. That's 10 seconds, already much quicker. More than double the speed. Hopefully it's the correct grind size. So it looks like a little bit too large. So we could maybe make it a bit finer, because if it doesn't press properly, it's probably too large of a grind size. Let's maybe reduce it a little bit and try again. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, it looks like the new burr is grinding a little bit larger, which is fine. It's a different part. It should have slightly different tolerances, but anyway. Now we're down to grind size 20. I've also purged the grinder. Let's have a look. Alright, it says 20. Tamping much better. Might still be too large, but yeah, we'll just have to make a coffee and see. Again, this is the single basket, 11 grams. Let's make a coffee. Lock it in the middle, just there. reset the cup to 0 on the scale, and then let's press the single cup and see what comes out. I'm not going to dial it in again, I'm going to leave it to you if it's too quick or too slow. Looks like it's a bit too quick. At least it's not too bad. It's building up good pressure, I can hear. It's coming at a decent rate. Might stop it at the 20-second mark. Just there. Looks like a decent shot. Try it with your beans. Maybe you need to slow it down a little bit or speed it up. It's 20 grams. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm happy with that. I think the machine is back to normal, definitely. It's grinding much quicker and it should be more consistent with the double shot. Enjoy.